Hello friends, today we are going to talk about parallelograms. Parallelogram, recall, is a quadrilateral with opposite sides parallel to each other. They also have opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So AB and DC are both parallel and congruent. And then AD and BC are also parallel and congruent. Opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary. The diagonals bisect each other, and one diagonal divides the parallelogram into two congruent triangles. So let's look here. I know they're giving me sides. So I'm going to be using this first property here. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. So I know that 1 plus 3x is equal to negative 5 plus 6x. So solving this one, I'm going to take 3x from both sides. And then I get 1 equals negative 5 plus 3x. And then adding 5 to both sides, we get 6 equals 3x. And dividing by 3, we'll get x equals 2 feet. Make sure you're labeling. Same thing here. Our opposite sides are congruent. So 10 minus x equals negative 3x. Adding x to both sides, I'll get 10 equals negative 2x. And then dividing by negative 2, I'll get x is negative 5. So x is negative 5 inches, and they want us to find out what xy is. Well, it's 10 minus x. So 10 minus negative 5 is the same as 10 plus positive 5, which is 15 inches. This next one has to do with angles. It says opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent, our second property up there. So I know that negative 7 plus 4x equals 81. Adding 7 to both sides, 4x equals 88. And then dividing by 4, I would get x is 22. So 22 degrees. This next one, these are not opposite angles. They're not across from each other. They're next to each other. And up here it says consecutive angles are supplementary. Supplementary means that they add to 180 degrees. So I know 5x plus 5 plus 35 is equal to 180. 5 and 35 is 40, so 5x plus 40 is 180. Taking 40 from both sides, 5x is 140. And then dividing by 5, we would get that x is 28 degrees. So here, this one I know is dealing with diagonals because they have the diagonals drawn in. They're telling me that OA is x plus 23 and OC is 31. Let's go back and look at our properties and see which one deals with diagonals. Tells me up here, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means that these two parts are equal and these two parts are equal. So here I know that OA equals OC. So x plus 23 equals 31. Taking 23 from both sides, I would get x is 8. So 8 inches. And then another parallel, or another diagonal one here. XZ is 26, so they're telling me this whole thing is 26. And then they're telling me OX is negative 44 plus X. So this is negative 44 plus X, but we also know that these two are the same thing. So ZO plus OX is going to give me XZ, meaning if I add this little part and this little part, it will give me the whole thing. Well, I know that OX is negative 44 plus X, which means OZ or ZO is also negative 44 plus X. And XZ is 26. So if I combine like terms here, I get negative 88 plus 2X is 26. Adding 88 to both sides, I'll get 2X is 114. And then dividing by 2, I will get that X is 57. So 57 feet. All right, friends, have a nice day.